guys, this is Sarah, and welcome to 4 Years Post-Op VSG. I have made notes about this video. I have wanted to make this video when I was looking beautiful, so somebody could be like, well, she may have gained some weight back in 4 years, but she looks so good. I had been thinking about what I was going to say, and here I am, dirty, after I cleaned a house, 10 o'clock at night, stains on my shirt, no notes in front of me, making this awesome video for you because I've got a few minutes. And this is probably going to have to be into 2 parts because this iPad doesn't have a lot of storage. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to jump into the numbers and let it roll from there. So, thanks. I've gotten recently a whole lot of new subscribers, and I don't know what that's about, but thank you. I don't know if it's because I'm 4 years post-op or if somebody gave me a shout out. I don't know. I don't know, but I appreciate that a whole lot, and, yes, thank you. Okay. So, 4 years post-op VSG. I started my journey on April the 26th, 2012. At that time, I had surgery with Dr. Brandon Williams at Vanderbilt Medical Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee, which is where the WLSFA is this year, and I'm super excited about. And also, I'm going to poop in my pants. I'm so freaking nervous about it. A lot of reasons. I've gained weight, and I know I've only met one person, 2 people, but only one person that's going to be there. And only one person I've met, small Sarah, and it was VSG Tanya, and I know she don't care. She loves me regardless. She just loves us all regardless. So I'm not my smallest, and that's a struggle. That is really, really hard for me. I'm really, really nervous about it because I'm going to go looking like a chunky person. If you didn't know, people have VSG that weigh like what I weigh. I wouldn't be eligible for it with my insurance, but I know people that do. Anyways, so either way, I'm super excited. I'm trying to watch my time. Okay, so, and this is my laundry room, my closet. The rest of my house doesn't look this crazy, but this part does, so welcome. If you've been around for very long, I guess you know about this already. I also want to do, there's so many videos I want to do for 4 years post-op, I just really have not had time. So, this is what I'm doing today. The next segment, I may do it when I break this into 2 videos. I may end up showing you a body shot in the other one, regardless of what I have on, what I look like today. I may do it anyways, just to say, hey, and there was a body shot. So, 4 years post-op VSG. Surgery April 26, 2012. Dr. Brandon Williams, Nashville, Tennessee. 357 pounds. At that time, I weighed in at 357 pounds. Smallest number I saw was 176. I don't really go by that. That was right after I had my gallbladder surgery. And then, in the very end of January December 2013, 1st of January 2014, I got pregnant. I was 181. I weighed 181 for a very long time, probably about 4 months, because in September I weighed 176, and then I was basically 180, 181 until January when I got pregnant. Then I creeped on up the ladder. I gained about 40 pounds with pregnancy, and then when I quit breastfeeding pumping, which I did for 10 months, I gained another 10 pounds. I have been sitting at about 230. I basically fluctuate from 230 to 235. That's what I weigh almost every single day. Since having Oz, I have seen as low as 225, 222, something like that. But it just creeps back up. And I have been reading some articles recently, not just the Biggest Loser one, but I've read several articles recently, just low carb, high fiber, high fat, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about your body and all this different stuff. And I full-heartedly, 100% believe that this is my comfort zone for my body. And that no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do, no matter what I eat, no matter how hard I exercise, it likes 230. It just does. This was about the weight I was in high school. I know I've talked about this. In the 8th grade, I weighed 240, so technically I'm still smaller than I was in the 8th grade. But when I was a junior in high school, I lost a whole bunch of weight, junior, sophomore, something like that. And I was probably about 220, 230 then. So I just keep fluctuating. This is where I want to be. This is where my body is. And I am super stressed out about that. I get really down on myself. Today was one of those days. I cried all the way to Martin to go clean the house, which is just about 15 minutes. But I had a freak out moment, and I thought, I cannot go to WLSFA. I cannot do this. I cannot physically go and represent and hold my head up high. And I cried, and then I looked in the back seat and saw this little thing and realized again that, sorry, checking my time, that for me and anybody who's followed my journey at all, I hit goal when I became a mom. That's what the whole thing was about. Kit and caboodle, shebang. Was it nice to be thin? Yeah. Heck yeah. It was super nice to be thin. I've never been thin my whole life. I've never, ever, ever been thin. I joke that I chunked up between 82 and 84, which was when I was between 2 and 4, and I was extremely large my whole life. I always weighed 300 pounds. I just always have. My fat self, my fat body, when I was my fattest, when I felt the best was when I weighed about 310, 330. I could never get, between 300 and 310. I could never get past 300. Never. I just never could. I would creep back up to 350. I would get down to 330. I felt pretty good. I'd get down to 310. I feel even better. Creep back up to 330. So that range, 310 to 330, is just what my body liked. Didn't matter what I did, didn't matter how hard I exercised, didn't matter what I ate, I stayed there. Then I had weight loss surgery, and it was dramatic. It was awesome. I dropped weight like crazy. In my head, there was all these things that I thought that I might be or look like or do. Never in a million years did I ever imagine I'd see 180. Never. I never thought that. Never in a million years did I ever imagine I'd be in a 12, 14. Never, ever, 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 ever did I ever think that. And I reached those goals. And those were awesome. When I got to 180, I thought, oh my gosh, if I can do this, I can get to 160 or 165. I probably had about 30, 35 pounds of loose skin on me at that point. I still have loose skin. It's not like it once was. Anyways, but it is what it is. And I'm trying really hard to be positive and focus and regroup and do the thing. And ultimately, at the end of the day, my goal was to be pregnant, have a healthy pregnancy, have a healthy baby, and be a healthy mom. Be that mom, the energetic, happy, awesome. This week, do you know what Oz and I did? There's a church, like kind of across from our house, but not really, kind of a diagonal across. And he kind of ran relay. I mean, he's too little for that. But I would say, oh, let's run, Oz, let's run. And he's really too little for running, but he did it anyways, and he thought it was fun. And then we'd skip, and then we'd hop. And I'd say, Oz, what do you want to do? And he'd say, run. And we'd run. And to be completely honest, I would have done it at 400 pounds. I just would have. That was my nature. I was always busy. I was always active. I was always doing something with the kids. But at this weight that I am now, it is way more enjoyable, way more fun. Oz and I go for walks, like with me and him walking. I would have done that at 400 pounds, but it's just easier. It comes more natural. It's just smoother. And it's something that I enjoy. And I'm thinking constantly, what can we do today to be active? What can we do today to be healthy? Oz's eating is crap. Part of it has to do with the dairy factor that we can't have right now, and part of it has to do with he's a picky toddler. And I really struggle because I really, really, really hope and pray, and I just read a study about this, and I hope it's right, that older moms typically have healthier, smaller, healthier adults, make smaller, healthier adults as children. I mean, when they have children, they became smaller. They were smaller, thinner, and healthier, and make good choices. I'm really hoping. It really stresses me out. I constantly give him the same healthy choices that I'm feeding Ed and I, but he refuses them. And I at every meal, no matter what we have, I always put at least one thing on his plate I know that he will eat. Now, he may choose not to eat it that day, but I know he'll eat it. For example, if we make homemade pizza, no, that's not a good example. If we have spaghetti, I will often make mine. I'll just eat the sauce, or I'll have spaghetti squash or zucchini noodles with mine. And I will give him the same thing, and he loves spaghetti, but he doesn't always eat it. He also always loves corn, and so I might offer him corn, and he may or may not eat it. I mean, those are... Anyways, but it's really stressing me out because I want him to be healthier, and it's hard for me to... Sorry, I keep taking at my time. To help him make good, healthy choices, and then him not make good decisions. Okay, I'm going to stop this because I'm going to get to 11 minutes, and I'm going to stop it. Okay. So it really stresses me out. This is not at all where I was going to go with any of this. This is why I don't have notes. So let's talk about, okay, I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to make another video. I mean, like part 2. But, so basically, I have hit goal. But I know that I need to be healthier, and I want to lose more weight. So where are we? What are we going to do? What's the next venture? If this is what my body wants to be, how can you fight that? I have seriously thought about revision. The old insurance I had, I wouldn't be eligible for that anymore. I have no comorbidities. I'm technically not 100 pounds overweight, even though I probably am 100 pounds overweight for my BMI. But I would not be eligible. And but our current insurance doesn't cover any of that anyways. And we are not in the position where I can pocket that. Okay. Part 2 in just a second. Bye.